Your money is not your own. The hidden dangers of CBDCs in the coming digital prison. Imagine a world where every single transaction you make is monitored, controlled, and potentially restricted by the government. A world where your money isn't just a number in a bank account, but a programmable tool in the hands of the state. A world where your access to funds can be turned off with a switch if you do comply with social mandates, climate policies, or even simply disagree with the official narrative. This is not science fiction. This is the chilling reality of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. They are coming faster than you think, and they represent the greatest threat to individual freedom and financial sovereignty in human history. This isn't just about convenience. It's about control. And once they roll them out, there might be no way back. To understand CBDCs, you must first understand the current financial system. When you use cash, it's private. No one tracks where that dollar bill goes. When you use your debit or credit card, banks track it. But there's still a layer of separation from the government directly controlling your funds. CBDCs change everything. They are essentially digital cash issued directly by the central bank, bypassing commercial banks. This means your money is directly held and controlled by the state. Every single transaction you make becomes a data point, an entry in a ledger owned by the government. This is the ultimate panopticon, a financial surveillance system on steroids. The official narrative for CBDCs is always framed in terms of efficiency, inclusion, and fighting crime. They will tell you it will make payments faster, reach the unbanked, and stop illicit activities. These are the sugarcoating for a bitter pill. The real reason for CBDCs is control. In a world riddled with debt, central banks are desperate for new tools to manage economies. With CBDCs, they can implement negative interest rates directly on your savings, force you to spend money to stimulate the economy by making it expire, and even implement social credit systems where your spending is tied to your behavior. If you drive too much, your car loan could be frozen. If you eat too much red meat, your grocery allowance could be reduced. The possibilities for totalitarian control are endless. Consider the words of Agustin, General Manager of the Bank for International Settlements BIS, often called the central bank of central banks. He explicitly stated that with the CBDC, the central bank would have absolute control over the rules and conditions for the use of that money, and that they would be able to know who is using a CBDC and for what purpose. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a direct quote from the architects of this system. They are not hiding their intentions. They are telling you exactly what they plan to do. The question is, are you listening? The most terrifying aspect of CBDCs is their programmability. Unlike regular cash or even current digital money, CBDCs can be programmed with specific rules. Imagine a government deciding that your stimulus check can only be spent on certain goods or within a specific time frame or only at approved vendors. This isn't just about tracking. It's about dictating your consumption patterns. It's about social engineering on a mass scale in the name of climate change. For example, they could limit your carbon footprint by restricting your travel budget or your energy usage. Your money becomes a leash, not a tool of freedom. The transition to CBDCs will likely be gradual, then sudden. They won't force it on you overnight. They will start with pilot programs offering incentives like faster payments or secure transactions. They might even offer universal basic income UBI paid directly into your CBDC wallet. making it irresistible for the vulnerable. Then, once enough people are on board, they will start making cash inconvenient. ATMs will disappear, businesses will stop accepting physical currency, and finally, cash will be outlawed, just like gold was in 1933. This is the boiling frog strategy. Slowly turn up the heat until it is too late to jump out. What are the immediate dangers? Total surveillance. Every purchase, every transfer, every financial interaction becomes visible to the state. Your financial privacy vanishes. Financial censorship. If you hold views deemed unacceptable by the government, your funds could be frozen. As we saw with the trucker protests in Canada, where bank accounts were seized without court orders. With CBDCs, this power becomes instantaneous and absolute. Expiration dates on money to stimulate spending during recessions. Central banks could implement, use it, or lose its features, where your digital money depreciates or expires if not spent by a certain date. This removes your ability to save and invest for the future. Targeted taxation and fines. Governments could deduct taxes, fines, or even carbon footprint penalties directly from your digital wallet without your explicit consent. Exclusion. If you don't conform, you can be excluded from the financial system entirely. No bank account, no digital wallet, no ability to buy or sell. You become a numb. Many experts, from Nobel laureates in economics to whistleblowers from the financial sector, are sounding the alarm. They warn that CBDCs concentrate unprecedented power in the hands of central planners, making governments too powerful and citizens too vulnerable. This is the ultimate kill switch for dissent, for economic freedom, and ultimately for human liberty. How do we resist? The fight against CBDCs is the defining battle for financial freedom of our generation. Educate yourself and others. Share this information. Most people are unaware of what CBDCs truly are. The first step to resistance is awareness. Demand cash preservation. Support businesses that accept cash. Push for legislation that protects the right to use physical currency. Cash is the last bastion of financial privacy. Embrace decentralized alternatives. Explore and support decentralized cryptocurrencies, not government-issued ones that are resistant to censorship and government control. Understand their risks and benefits and use them where appropriate. Invest in physical assets, hard assets like physical gold, silver, and real estate that you truly own become even more critical in a CBDC world. They exist outside the digital control grid. Learn to store them securely and privately. Build local, resilient economies. Strengthen your local community. Engage in barter, support local businesses, and create networks of trust that can function outside the official digital system. This is your parallel economy. The transition to CBDCs is being pushed aggressively by global institutions like the World Economic Forum and the BIS. They envisioned a new financial architecture where every aspect of your economic life is transparent and controllable. They will present it as progress, as inevitable, as your only choice. But it is not inevitable if enough people understand the stakes and refuse to comply. The coming digital prison isn't made of steel bars. It's made of code and algorithms. It's a cage where your very ability to participate in society is conditional. Your money is not just a medium of exchange. It is a fundamental tool of your freedom. If they control your money, they control you. The warning signs are already here. Governments are openly discussing programmable money. Major central banks are running pilot programs. The window to act is closing. Don't wake up one day to find that your money is not your own. Prepare now. Build your parallel life and fight for your financial sovereignty. This is the ultimate battle for independence. Welcome to the front line of survival economics.